Oh,
Hi, everyone.
what are you saying hi? There's nobody there.
Well,
It says 00.
because people are going to show up soon.
Yeah, but they're not there yet. You should say hi when you actually have someone to say hi to, not 00.
Wow.
And, it takes a second for it to go across the country. See? Even takes a second for the echo. And see, everybody's still watching. Oh, wait, the game's over. 49ers won. And see, still 0-0. We may have to cancel this one.
No, they're coming.
No.
We're early.
There's no. Oh, wait. Oh, somebody showed up.
One of me.
Oh, wow.
Hi.
What's up, Alan? Hey, Alan. Yes, you are here. Takes a minute for it to. Where are you located, Alan? This should make it so we can talk back. That'd be crazy.
He said, nah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I like your name.
Hey, kids.
Hi.
Philadelphia. Oh, that's my home.
So,
I was born in Philadelphia.
born and raised.
Can you do me a favor, Alan? Send me some Scrapple. I want some Scrapple. I haven't had Scrapple in so long. I know it's not good for me, but you gotta die from something.
Don't send him Scrapple.
Send me Scrapple. I love Scrapple. Let's tilt down a little bit. So, it was 6 and it went to 5. Somebody just said nope.
Wow, I'm mad that you're counting.
Somebody said nope.
So,
We had some stuff to talk about. You remember?
well, first of all, I just have to say congratulations, 49ers, San Francisco 49ers, San Francisco born and raised. Woo, we going to the playoffs. Okay.
And I'm going to say this.
Just getting that out of the way.
I'm going to say this. For everybody that goes out and buys their 49er gear tomorrow, they ain't never had it before. Yeah, you only allow one carry-on the bandwagon. Just putting it out there because, that wagon getting thick. My email is mrrobertstv@gmail.com.
MrRobertstv@gmail.com.
Pat!
Why did you two switch
O'Doul, how are
sides
you?
tonight?
Oh, because she was in a car crash.
So my back is. I need
she's-
the chair with the backrest.
And she needs a chair with the backrest. And I was being selfish. And I need to slide this over because she keeps moving away from the camera.
Actually, hold on.
You did it again.
No, I know because of my back. Okay, much better.
So that's my email. And hey, Pat O'Doul, that dude right there is famous. Pat O'Doul, tell him why you're famous. Now can anybody read that? Good to see you, Pat.
Can anybody read what?
And he wrote Pat O'Doul. He's from O'Doul's.
Oh,
But remember the baseball
in San
player?
Francisco, yeah.
Yeah, remember the baseball player?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toy Drive.
Well, come on, the Toy Drive, really? Nobody knows Toy. We know the Toy Drive, but a little bit of history. You got some history in your family. It's not just from the Toy Drive. It goes back a little bit further than just Toy Drive. Although the Toy Drive, Lefty O'Douls,
yeah,
yes.
Lefty O'Douls, yep.
Yes, but it goes further back than that. Come on, break it off. Come on, relatives.
Hi, Arlington, Texas. Hi, Jake.
Jake from Arlington, Texas.
Just a heads up or a reminder, we're in San Diego, so we're on Pacific time right now.
We've been running ragged around San Diego. We went through La Jolla. We walked around the beach.
We went to the Cove today. It was so beautiful. Gosh, I miss the beach so much.
Yeah, son of a beach. We love the beach.
We went to see the MLK parade in downtown San Diego.
We ate at
Claim Jumper?
We had a Claim Jumper.
It's been a while.
Well, they have those in Arizona.
And we also watched the 49ers game, the 49ers and the Packers. Woo-hoo. And then...
I'm a Steelers fan, just for the record. Steelers. Oh, yeah.
We had to make sure to get some Phil's coffee. This sponsored ad or sponsored
we're talking about your cousin.
Phil's Coffee.
Yes, we are talking about your cousin, Pat. Yes, we are. I mean, that's not just something you just bury. You buried the lead. What else did we do? We want to talk about a few things, and for some reason, you talk about it. No.
You're so humble.
Don't be humble. I'm not that versed on it, but I do know there is history. So let people look it up. You can post the name if you want to. You can let people look it up. What's that
So
say?
you're from Philly and you're a Steelers fan.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he's a Steelers fan.
Well, I have a reason though.
And a Phillies fan, and a Flyers fan, and a 76ers fan.
But
yes,
not
he's
the Eagles.
Steelers. He's not an Eagles fan.
Because.
Is it because of my situation?
No.
No, that was way before that. Okay.
Because the Eagles fans can be really mean. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's so. I don't like mean people, and so if you're really mean, that's a turnoff to me. And don't get me wrong, Steelers fans aren't that super nice because it is Steeler country. But Eagles fans, they threw batteries wrapped. They threw batteries wrapped in a snowball, or snowball. Yeah, batteries wrapped in a snowball at Santa Claus. Come on, really?
And they were mean to me when they played the 49ers like years ago at Candlestick. And we sat in an area where there were actually more Eagles fans than 49ers fans. And they were mean.
Now Raiders fans are mean, but Eagles fans take mean to a whole new level. And I don't do mean. And don't get me wrong, I'm happy if they do and they won. But when they won the Super Bowl, everybody's like, "Oh, your team won." I go, "No, they didn't. My team didn't play." How could you be from Philadelphia and not be an Eagles fan? And because I am not a bandwagoner, I do not jump on because the team Eagles. I do not jump on teams because they won. I do not jump out. Oh, let me go get me an Eagles jersey. Nope, that ain't me. Never will be. Never have been. I'm true. She'll tell you. I'm true to a fault because she wants me to do something and I'm like, nope. And don't get me wrong, I'm open to do stuff.
Like, okay, for example, right? I'm a Warriors fan. I'm born and raised in San Francisco, been a Warriors fan all my life, even when they were really bad, and they're bad again this year, but that's totally fine because I still love the Warriors. And when we first met, I was trying to tell him he should be a Warriors fan because the Warriors were originally the Philadelphia Warriors, and they won 2 championships in Philadelphia. And so I said, you should totally be a Warriors fan because Philadelphia and San Francisco. And he said no. He said, no, I'm not a Warriors fan, I'm a 76ers fan. So I couldn't even convince him to be a Warriors fan.
So her argument has always been to me, and I display this argument that if you can't name 5 members of the team, then you're not a true fan.
Yeah, I always tell him if you can't name 5 players on the team, then yeah, you're not a fan.
But that's not true because you can still you can support a team and not know every single player. I'm not a diehard sports person.
Okay, so then maybe the definition of if you're a diehard fan, then you can name 5 players on the team.
Yes, I do remember
Steagles
team. I do not agree.
What's a Steagles
I remember the Steelers. I know all the players from way back in the day.
Is that a combination of Steelers and Eagles?
Maybe they were green and orange. Green and orange?
No, the Steelers are black and yellow, B.
No, green from the Eagles and yellow from the Steelers.
Oh,
Steagles?
Is green and yellow orange?
Yes, from World War II. Okay, well.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm learning something new. I had no idea.
Oh, learning something new. Let's switch gears for a second.
Oh my gosh, your face. You look so excited. You're very cute. Okay, let's go.
Someone had an epiphany this morning.
About Netflix and chill, seriously? Okay, this is how boomer I am, right? And this is how millennial he is. So we're eating breakfast, and one of like my old coworkers on Facebook had posted about Netflix and chill, right? She was like, "Oh my gosh, I know I guess I can't use the term Netflix and chill anymore because I know like the true meaning now, right?" And I'm like, what's the true meaning of Netflix and chill? It's basically just watching Netflix and chilling, right? So I freaking look it up, and Netflix, like the chill part means like sexual activity. And I'm like, since when did watching Netflix and chilling become about sexual activity? So basically, I am a boomer because I had no idea and I'm just naive. And he was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you didn't know that. And then I guess I didn't. Is that a tomato? Yes, he watches this video.
That's an orange.
Oh, he's eating the orange peeling, yeah.
And I always eat the orange because the most vitamins are from the peeling.
From the yeah, they have the nutrients.
That's why I rarely get sick.
But did you wash it first?
No, I sprayed it with
pesticides
first, and then I ate it. So that way I can let my body understand what a pesticide is, and then that way I won't be sick. You know, it's kind of
nobody really cared about my Netflix and chill story. But hey, you know what? Maybe you guys just learned something new by me saying that, or I'm just really naive.
Okay. So, she learned this morning about Netflix and chill.
Isn't the peel poisonous?
No, the peel is actually better for you than the actual orange.
and less in toasted and chocolate. Really,
Yes.
you learn something.
Really, you learn something new every day. Yeah.
I do. Yes, I do learn. I try to learn as much as I can. Learn different things.
Yeah,
every day.
but I thought that was like common vernacular.
Common what?
Vernacular.
Vehicular.
Vehicular. Common vernacular.
Vehicular.
Throw away my men. I'm gonna throw away my Mensa card.
So yeah. Anyways, well, whatever. I don't use the term Netflix and chill that often, anyways.
Well, you never use it.
Exactly, which is why I didn't really care to. I guess that's why I didn't know what the real meaning was.
Oh yeah. So just so you know, orange peeling is poisonous, and I'm gonna probably die in 30 seconds. But you know, at least you're recording it, and then you'll post it on the internet, and you know, like, oh, he died, he orange. Okay. Trivia question.
Sponsored break.
No,
Aquafina.
no,
Just kidding.
this is not a. No, I want you trivia question. So Aquafina, do you know where this water comes from?
Heavily will you stream when you return to AZ?
We try to do it on we try to do it on Sunday.
Probably do it like once a week on every Sunday.
Yes, you're right, Alan. Tap water. It's basically city water run through a spigot.
Eating lots of orange peel is likely to upset your stomach and lead to diseases, but some moderation is the key.
Yeah, I don't eat like 800 orange peels.
He only eats 799.
Yes, that's right. A moderation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah. Oh, by the way, we went to Phil's Coffee, which, you know, you never heard of it if you're in the East Coast. They actually hand pour every single cup of coffee.
They make it, one cup at a time.
They make it one cup at a time, so it's not like, you know, where there's a barista over there. Your barista is the person that makes your coffee the minute you ask for it, and they pour it. It's all like hand steeped, everything.
They brew it, yep.
And they only, we've been to every single one, but the first original was in San Francisco.
Yep.
And we wish they would come to Phoenix, but is there a Wawa? Nope, there are no Wawas. That was like saying artesian well water. Well, you know we had when you spell avion backwards.
Naive.
Oh, you're supposed to let them spell it backwards on their own.
Oh.
Anyway, so, and we, talk about bad behavior.
The drivers?
No, we went to the gas lamp district.
Oh, last night. Yeah, so after we chatted with you guys last night, we went to the gas lamp district to
walked
walk
there.
around.
Oh my
gosh. There was this lady standing, she was standing kind of in the street, but she was close to the sidewalk, and she was just taking off her clothes.
We're like, what is she doing?
In the middle of the street.
And we get it. Okay, mental health issue. We're not going to go deep into that one, but
yeah, we're not really sure about her stability.
But we don't know about that. But what I'm talking about is overall the fact that in the gas lamp district, it is just like, if I can describe it, Allen, South Street, only longer and wider.
I probably got some people on my dash cam misbehaving on the road.
No, we didn't record officially.
We didn't record people as we were walking.
We're just kind of here chilling and enjoying the day. I did take some pictures of scooters because you want to know the true definition of scooter litter? San Diego. They are everywhere.
They have a lot of scooters, yeah.
They had one in the mailbox, I think.
They had one near the beach, too.
Yeah.
Oh, you going to dash cam to drive back to AZ?
We actually
dash cammed it on the way to California, yeah.
But I wanted to mention this. They like to change lanes in California a lot.
Without using their
Without
blinker.
using any signals. All of a sudden, there's a car in front of you.
Oh, you're a truck driver. Oh my gosh.
So do me a favor.
You must see a lot of video. I mean, a lot of crazy driving.
If you get a good one, the dash cam and the big rig, email me the video. Keep it under a minute if you can. Don't send me like a 20-minute video and say, oh, look what happened to me on my drive home. I can't look at 20 minutes of video. I don't have 20 minutes in a day to look at that much stuff. And if you send me an email, oh, this is important. If you send me an email, please, I get emails that are like a dissertation. Can I email you? Yes, I just said that. Email me your dash cam clips if you have something good. Don't send me one where I have to guess what's going on. Because people send me, my favorite is when people send me tips, and it's not my favorite, haha, like really my favorite. It's when you send me an email and say, oh my God, they are speeding in my neighborhood. It's so terrible. I almost died. You got to get out here. And then they send an email. Where's your freaking neighborhood?
Oh, they don't tell you where it is?
I'm like, and then there's no email address. There's no return address. How can I email you or come to your neighborhood? And then I'll say...
Wait, how do you send an email without an email address?
No, I mean, there's no... I'm not psychic.
Oh, like a
I
street
can't,
address.
I can't put in the email and go, oh, they're at the corner of 51st and
And
Blinn.
what will you do with the clip?
I will probably post it
And what will you do with the clip?
on Twitter, Facebook. I'm on Twitter at Stanley Roberts. I'm on Instagram at Stanley Roberts TV, and I'm on Facebook at Stanley Roberts News. Well, I got a few exits and provide input on why it happened. You can send me that. That's fine. I prefer that if you grab it, no input. Let me just let the public see the video as it is. I don't like to add input when I post a video. I kind of like give it a funny little quote and then let people look. If you get a chance right now,
yeah, on his Twitter.
Look on my Twitter just now. I posted a video. Can you comment info? Yes, I can, but keep it short, keep it simple. Twitter only allows 240 characters. Once you post a video, I think you lose. If you post any links, it goes down. Yeah. South Street is terrible. It's been terrible for years. So imagine, and I'm going to answer the question. People wonder, why did you switch gears? Can you send it to me right now? Well, if you send me now, I mean, I can't do it at this moment, but when I get done, I'll look at it.
I think he's saying, is South Street worse?
I'm getting multiple questions at the same time.
Sorry. Is South Street worse than Broadway in San Francisco?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Broadway used to be pretty bad, but they tuned it down, and so blah, blah, blah. It's your turn.
Oh, what? I was just re-looking at the comments to make sure we didn't miss anything.
Paying attention. See, we're trying to make sure we don't miss any comments because we don't want to be criticized for ignoring comments thinking we're doing it on purpose.
Because they go kind of fast.
Put it closer here so it doesn't look like you're looking over there.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, we have a monitor now. Input and text along with video, not original video.
Where can I find you? Oh, you know what? We should do like a...
Okay, so my email is mrrobertstv@gmail.com. And it's usually posted, yes, mrrobertstv@gmail.com is a good way to reach me. And also you can comment on this video and make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed already.
Throw it in the info on the video, the YouTube video.
Okay, you can do that when we're done?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll throw it in the information.
Okay, question time. What they write, correct?
Where can I find your email, correct?
Oh, the email is on my... we just said that.
Yeah, we'll put it in the info at the end of the video.
But if you can, take a peek at the video I just posted. It was sent to me by a friend of mine. And it's a guy who, I wrote a comment, just kind of a funny little blurb about he had two choices guy gave him, to win the lottery or to live another day. And guess which one he chose?
It's crazy looking video.
It's bananas. It's like, how?
Like, we rewatched it a few times and we were like, how did he survive that?
Yeah, even Facebook kind of said, okay, this is kind of graphic. Although it's not really graphic, it's Facebook graphic. You know, it's like MySpace angles.
That was awesome. Oh, did you just watch the video?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's bananas.
BANANAS. Really? That's my line.
Hi, Chicago. Dang, 20 degrees. Yeah.
You know what? It's really cold here. It's like 65.
Also,
we got on thermal coats.
When we went to Phil's today, there was a sign at the tip jar that said, winters here in Southern California are cold. It gets 65 degrees Fahrenheit. And then I thought, man, that's messed up for all the people that are in other cities. Whoa, -3 degrees Fahrenheit?
You know what?
Oh, man. Sorry.
That's called, ooh.
See, did you just eat a seed?
No, I had a piece hanging from my lip. It looked nasty. That's called stay in the house cold.
Wow, you're like.
No. If it was -3, see, Philadelphia gets like that sometimes. And
that's why he lives on, that's why he doesn't live on the East Coast anymore.
It can be deceiving because if you're in your house and the sun is out in the wintertime, it's really going to be updated to a double decker. That's pretty. That's interesting. So the sun comes to your window and you feel the heat from the sun. But when you walk outdoors, your face actually freezes almost solid. Yeah, remember? Hey, Alan, I don't know if you guys remember this, and you probably do on the East Coast. School numbers. My school number was 714. Can you say hi? Hi, Karen. From Scotland. Hi.
That's awesome.
Hey, can you send me some tickets to go to Scotland? We come by and cook you dinner if you fly us to Scotland.
Wow.
Okay, I know you're not going to fly me to Scotland, but he said, yes, we enjoy San Diego. It's great. We're going to have to head back sometime tomorrow afternoon because we can't be here forever. Unless, of course, $343 million lottery Then we can be anywhere we want forever.
The drawing's on Wednesday. We have to go back.
Oh, we gotta go back. Gotta go back to work. I got orange peel in my gum, I think.
Drink some water.
No, I don't like water. It's made from, Ecofina. Okay. So anyway, we're gonna try to drive back. We're gonna try to videotape it, and hopefully pray for us that we have a safer. My school, 857. My school number was 7 something, and they would always skip it. And I lived in the hood. Okay, I lived in and I grew up in Camden, and so I had to walk to school, which to me was 5 miles. It seemed like a 5, and when you walk into the wintertime and it's 3 below 0, it seems like a 5-mile walk. I went back one year and they actually, used what's that thing called?
What?
Where you set your tripometer. So I put the tripometer from my house to the school. It was a half a mile.
Odometer.
But it felt like I was walking 5 miles uphill each
He wants
way.
to know if we'll post a video of the drive back on
If it's
this channel.
uneventful, then no.
I mean, if we see something like a driver really behaving badly,
If it's
or
something bad-
misbehaving, then yeah.
You said that word.
I said or misbehaving.
The other word.
I said behaving badly.
Oh!
Sorry, that's just what comes to that's just part of my speech. Yeah, then we'll post it. But if it's just kind of boring, probably not.
Okay, so 2 favors I need from you. Follow me on Facebook, please. And tell people about what we do here so we can get, hopefully, we want to try to make this a normal thing, but if we don't show much interest, behaving poorly is a good one too. Then, of course, we have to try to keep doing this. I used to walk to school 4 miles in minus 30 degrees.
Oh my gosh, in Kazakhstan? Oh,
wow,
gosh.
Kazakhstan. I'm pretty sure that this channel, you have the freedom to say, oh, I know I do. I'm just messing with her.
He's just messing with me.
I like to mess with, I'm a prankster too. So some of the pranks I pulled are epic. Some of them are just epic. Some of them are just like, they're really bad behavior, epic, but not criminally epic. I like pulling pranks on people.
He does. Chicagoland, we have a lot of people not following the laws.
Oh.
That's the funny thing is we feel like people just don't follow the laws everywhere.
Okay, so I'm gonna get on my soapbox for a second because here is the deal with laws and following. There are people that are on the internet who believe that laws should be broken. There are people on the internet who believes that, yeah, they're right.
That's a good one.
There are people who think that if you tell someone not to do something that you're a snitch or I've been called a snitch, Uncle Tom, all kind of racist names because all I want people to do is follow the rules. Because if we all follow the rules, it keeps us from bumping into each other.
There's a reason why there are rules.
And you know what? Honestly, I think that it's important that, I try as much as I can to follow the rules. She's hardcore about following the rules. As a matter of fact, that's the way it goes. But we also had a chance to visit my nephew out here in San Diego. I just want to tell you that too. And if my nephew is Ty the Ghost Roberts, keep that name in your head because yesterday he plays for UCSD and he's a guard. And yesterday for the first half he scored 30 points. So Tyrell Roberts is going to be the next one. And yes, there are rule breaks that we do, and I'm glad. Thank you for that. I mean, I'm glad that you guys see. We're a group of people that are for following rules. We're the ones that try to make society a better place to live by following the rules. At least we try to. I mean, no one's perfect, and some people who try are being like bullied into saying, "Well, it's not right. You shouldn't do that." The word rules and the word bicycles. Well, that's painting people with a broad brush because not all bicyclists
break the rules.
Break all the rules. I've met some that were really happy that I've called bikes out on some of their actions. And yes, the bikes. Yes, can you send me some Scrapple? I will. I don't know what I'll do, but I'll be the happiest. We can't get it out here.
You send him some Scrapple, and that's all he'll be eating at home.
No, it's not true. I have to run out at some point. The address is 5555 North 7th Avenue, Phoenix, Arizona, 85013.
I was going to say Scrapple Avenue.
And before you try to come to my house and knock on the door, that is where I work, not where I live. I'm sorry, nothing personal, but some people will actually show up I've had people show up at my house. Yeah, oh my God, you really do live here. I'm like, oh, hell no. People are like, where'd you live? Oh, none of your business. I live right between a rock and a hard place. Okay, so let's be frank for a second. We've been frank since we've been
I'd like
here.
to be Wilma.
Wilma?
I'm joking.
Oh.
Frank, Wilma. Oh, I should have said
Fred and Wilma.
Oh my gosh, I thought you said Fred. I was thinking of the Flintstones. That was bad. For some reason I thought you said Fred. That's why I said Wilma. Okay, forget it. Sorry.
I don't know her.
I love the Flintstones, by the way. It's my favorite cartoon. Oh, really?
Anyway.
Other than the Jetsons, I love that cartoon too.
I want to be Wilma. What?
My bad.
What was I talking about? Maybe the whole
Okay,
break
you said,
away.
I'm sorry. You said let's be frank.
Okay, so
I thought you said let's be friends.
what was I talking about though?
Something about breaking the rules.
No, we passed that point. We're talking about people. Oh, so people always ask me, what's it like to people know where you are, and people know where I am.
Oh, like where you live.
Not only that, but people know where I am everywhere I go. So we've been Canada. People go, hey, aren't you that guy from
Seattle?
We're in the desert in the middle of nowhere. The guy goes, hey, you're that guy that does the YouTube videos.
Well, we mentioned this to them, I think, in the first video.
But what I'm trying to say is, so here's the difference, is that I've actually been in places where, if I talked about this before, tell me, where I'll be sitting down eating, and someone will come in the restaurant, sit next to me, and start taking selfies. And I'll say, what are you doing? They said, my wife's never going to believe I had dinner with you. And I said, but you didn't. And she goes, but she won't know that. And I'm like, so they'll sit down, take pictures, and then I'm like, I'm trying to eat. So I used to ask the restaurant to put me in the back of the restaurant, because that way you don't see me when you first walk in, so we can actually have a meal. But it got to the point where they even showed up in the back of the restaurant. And one guy chastised me one day. I was at a place, my favorite place to eat in Redwood City, which was called, well, two places I have to eat. One is called Splash? No. What's the one?
Which one? The breakfast place? Squeeze In?
No, the other one. The one on El Camino Real. That was my favorite.
Stacks.
Yeah, Stacks. Love Stacks, but that wasn't where it happened at. So, yeah, like the bird incident. So, I'm at the one in and Squeeze In. I love Squeeze In. They started off in Truckee, and now we went to the one in Vegas. Mm-hmm. Stacks is awesome. But this one, a guy comes to my table and says to me, please do not post that you eat here. And I said, well, why not? He says, because we don't want people all showing up here and making this place impossible to get into. And I'm like, dude, I don't think I have that kind of juice. He goes, trust me, do not tell people you eat here, because they will all show up. And
Ew, he was mean about it?
Oh, he wasn't happy. He didn't want me to tell anybody that I ate at Stacks. So, I did what any self-respecting American would do.
And posted about it.
I tweeted about Stacks. I Squeeze In. Oh, heck yeah. I'm like, yeah, it's like too late. Right, I'm right. I already put the word out. And then my daughter, she was about 14, we were in a Costco in Dublin, not Ireland, Dublin, California. And on the way out, there was a young lady, how they check your receipt if you go to Costco. And I said, and I make a habit, she'll tell you, I read people's names on their badges, and I like to talk to them.
Like he knows
them.
them.
I know them because their name is there. That's why their name is there. And so I said, well, thank you. She checked. I said, thank you, Christine. And she just, went about her business. And he said, go Niner babies.
Yeah, go Niners.
So I get in the car, and my daughter looked at me. She goes, Dad? I go, yes, dear. She goes, you're creepy. And I go, well, why? She said, because you said her by her name. I said, that's creep. You're creep. That's creep mode. And I'm like, that's not creep mode. That's being respectful. That's her name. So, now this is my Z. Is she a Zer or whatever?
She's Generation Z.
Generation G. So now I'm creep mode because, and he wrote something. I'll read that one. Tell me what he said. So now here's where it gets really cool. About 3 months later, I see a lady and she goes, Mr. Roberts, can I take a picture with you? And I said, well, sure. I'm not, say no, because if you say no, you're the biggest butthole in the world. If you're nice to people, no one says a word. But if you're mean to them, you're the biggest, asshole in the world, basically.
Yeah, people talk about it because it's negative.
So I said, sure. And then she says to me, well, you may not remember me, but you said hi to me at the Costco when I checked your thing a while back. And I was so starstruck, I was scared to talk to you. And I said, wow. And, because my daughter said it was creep mode, but she was starstruck and was impressed that I had enough to read her name. So if you see somebody, say something to you. Just say, hey, Kevin, if that's their name badge. But another thing I do with that is if you have a name badge on and you forget you wear a name badge, I'll prank you. I act like I know you all your life.
And they go and they're confused and they're like, yeah, hi. I'm doing well, but they're totally confused about it the whole time.
See, what happens is it scrambles their brain at first because they're like, where do I know you from? And they don't want to be rude and say, I don't know you, because then it's so they don't want to be rude.
Yeah.
But they're trying to figure out, how do I know you? And he's like, don't you remember me? And they'll have maybe they'll have a shirt on that says Chicago. I said, don't you remember in Chicago? And they're like, Chicago? Yeah.
And then nothing really happened.
And I'll say to them, we never met before. You just have a name tag on it. So I'd say hi.
Wait, so we missed a comment.
Oh, that was from, what did he say? He said,
So Pat O'Dill said, I did have a meal with you at Lefty's. When you walked in the door, we bought you lunch too. But on the other hand, you shot some nice B-roll while you were there.
Yeah, I was working there. And what Kron used to, so let me tell you something about working at Kron. Just briefly. So I did the segments. But not only did I do the segments, but I also had to go out and shoot other people's work for them. So in this case, they sent me over to Lefty's to shoot a toy giveaway. But after I did that, I also had to shoot my own story, but no overtime. So I had to do it without getting overtime, or I had to get overtime approval. So to be fair, I could get overtime, but I had to get it approved first, but they would never approve overtime unless it was like a fire or something, or a big fire.
Like breaking news.
So in many days, I would come in at 10 a.m. and I wouldn't get out till 8 or 9. And I never had, and so that's part of the reason why I stressed out. Didn't do that in 10 years. The older men get, the creepier they appear to young people.
Oh, that's actually, you know what? Oops, I am.
What did explain that to me?
So don't do that in 10 years. The older men get, the creepier they appear.
You know what? In 10 years, I won't remember from people's names.
Actually, that's true. You got a good point about that. People think that's weird. But
yeah, I remember the last day I left you. You're right. The last days I was there, and they moved. I guess you guys are now on.
They're not on the.
They're not there. They moved down to Jefferson Street. Is it still Jefferson's now, or did that shut down? I mean, I loved the Lefties. They had good breakfast, and thank you again for the. Yep, they're still there. Or they shut down. You wrote yep, but yep didn't answer. That was two questions.
I think you asked if they're still on Jefferson Street.
Yeah, and also, you know what else I like on Jefferson Street? If you guys ever get a chance, I love crab. Now, blue crab.
Oh yeah.
But I don't buy it from the market. I buy it from the Alioto's. You buy it and it's fresh. You cook it. Now I cook crab East Coast style, which is I get a big pot, which I have a big pot, and I get a half a dozen bottles of Old English because of the malt liquor, and I don't drink it. I pour it into the container, heat it up, drop in some butter, drop in some Old Bay seasoning, and I cook it till the crab is just right. West Side, and so basically.
West Side.
West Side. So that's basically how I cook crab, and I get it from them, and sometimes they ship. So Alioto's on Jefferson Street, they actually overnighted. So we were in Sea Ranch, and they shipped us a half a dozen. We ordered it
for his birthday.
They couldn't do it when we went to Montana because it was too far. Apparently, if you go to Montana, it's out in the middle of nowhere, and they don't FedEx every day. You got to wait till the horse comes running through, and then you get it off the horse. And then sometimes
I think you're halfway telling the truth on that.
You kidding, dude? Montana, I love Montana, but that's the country.
It's so beautiful, though.
It is beautiful.
It is very beautiful.
Ironically, though, we were in Montana when a 5-point something earthquake hit.
I think it was 5.8.
5.8.
Yeah.
I'm laying in the bed. My knee hurts.
Oh, but the really interesting part about it is before the earthquake,
Ooh.
his knee started hurting. And so, like, was it like seconds later?
No, my knee started hurting real bad. And I've had a history of joint pain before an earthquake. And goes all the way back to Los Angeles. But my knee started hurting real bad. And I was like, my knee hurts really bad. I don't know why, but it does. And it's like, I'm like, I don't know what it is. So I iced it up, laid on the bed. And then 5.8.
No, you were laying on the couch.
Okay, laid on the couch. And all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. And I was like, 5.8. I'm like,
oh, no, you were on the bed because me and Brooke were on the couch. Yeah, sorry. You're right.
yeah, she think I'm old
Have
enough.
you guys
Wait,
ever-
I'm not, no,
Oh,
I'm not finished.
Okay. Why
But
is that?
after the earthquake, my knee stopped hurting. Now, another true earthquake story was the Landers earthquake. I was under my car in Van Nuys working on
Landers?
Landers, you weren't around for that.
That wasn't the Northridge quake?
No, Landers. Landers is, look it up. And I was working under my car. I had the car jacked up. I did work myself. And then all of a sudden, I felt weird. And I said, something told me to get up. I got up, I stood up, and then everything just went to crap for a few seconds. So, I don't know. I was in Northridge. Okay, so earthquakes. My first earthquake was Loma Prieta.
Loma Prieta, that was mine too.
My second earthquake was...
Northridge?
No, that wasn't. I didn't get to Northridge yet.
Yeah.
Big Bear in Southern California. Landers. I think there was a Whittier one. Maybe.
Are these big earthquakes?
These are pretty large.
These are in general.
No, these are large ones. I'm talking, 5, 6, 7s.
Okay.
Northridge was the big one for me.
Loma Prieta was bigger than Northridge.
But Loma Prieta was my first earthquake.
Mine too.
I was orthodontist.
They have earthquakes in DC?
They can.
Wow.
Well, you have to understand. Okay,
I didn't know they had. I didn't know they had. What do you call it?
My first earthquake made me become an expert on earthquakes because I wanted to read up on it, and I studied
scary.
tectonic plates, the Ring of Fire. There's two different kind of earthquakes. There is a thrust, and there's I forgot. One slides back and forth, which causes less damage, and there's one that goes on top like that and causes the big ones. And we as humans like to build stuff on top of earthquake faults. I'll never figure that one out, but and then they go, I don't know.
Landfills.
I don't know why it fell.
I like to build stuff on top of landfills too.
Okay, so we're almost at the point where we need to start doing questions.
What about the San Francisco one, Stanley?
Yes,
yeah,
that was my first earthquake.
Yeah, that's the Loma Prieta
and
earthquake.
I was in Salinas.
I was in San Francisco. It was the World Series. The Giants were playing the A's.
That's the first time I've seen solid, not concrete. What's the other one?
It happened years ago. It destroyed the Washington Monument. Wow, I gotta look that one up.
So like this, I saw the parking lot do this. Now, and you see the cars rolling and it made me realize that I'm insignificant when you see that. Okay, my bad. Got you. Huh?
Were you sitting on your waterbed on the 89 during the 89 quake? That's interesting because the waterbed probably went woo like.
It just splashed back and forth. It didn't come flying.
But no, I mean I feel like.
Were you still on waterbed with scissors?
Really with scissors? Oh my gosh.
Now that would
have been bad.
you'd be sitting there going, earthquake, oh my God. And you slam your hand down and try to brace yourself and realize you had scissors.
Up.
So my favorite parts of California are San Francisco, Santa Cruz, Pismo Beach, Foster City, Sea Ranch, Mendocino, my friend moved from San Francisco cities last week. We love every city and earthquakes but winds. Yeah, well,
yeah.
You know what though? You can have an earthquake out there, so don't be surprised if the ground moves one day.
And we also thought when we moved to Arizona, we were going to be away from earthquakes too. But we can actually
most mountains. Yeah, South City, San Bruno. Yeah, but I never lived there. But Foster City, Belmont, loved them. Keep in mind, if you see a mountain range, there's a 90% chance that is an earthquake fault. It may not be a big one, but earthquake faults are when the ground moves and it shifts it up. And, sometimes mountains get higher and taller. Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah, that's
fracking,
true. Fracking, yep.
And we're our biggest enemies. We destroy everything, and the fracking is causing land movement.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, I can't, and people want me to comment on stuff sometimes about what people are doing, but in my job, I don't try to comment unless I have enough facts to go with it. Because the minute you comment on something and you don't have the facts right, the bullies from Twitter will just come down on you like a ton of bricks. And I've been saying this for years, but Twitter is one of the biggest, bulliest areas in the world. Yeah. Who builds a power plant on a fault line? We're not the brightest creatures. That's why aliens keep flying right past.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Do you ever, he always says like reason number 300 or reason number 285 why aliens won't invade
Rapid City is due
Earth.
for an earthquake, but you know what? Most of the West Coast is due. We're 30 years ago, they said that we're 30 years away from an earthquake. And so now.
Oh, the big one?
Yeah.
I'm
And
gonna
so
grab your water.
we're due for a big one soon.
Sorry.
We're due for a big one. But,
We've been due for a big one for a long time though.
But when it does happen, I mean, we build 90-story buildings on fault lines.
What's that building in San Francisco that's shifting? That
Oh,
condo?
that's not earthquake related. That's because it was undermined by somebody else. You talking about the Millennial Tower? I call it the Leaning Tower of Frisco.
New Madrid fault is
due.
due.
Yeah. Well,
where's the New Madrid fault?
In New Madrid.
Where's that?
Right next to Old Madrid.
No, in all seriousness, where is that?
I don't know.
Oh, where's the New Madrid?
Google it. All right, somebody Google
Really?
New Madrid. Where is it located? And it's somewhere near the San Andreas Fault, right? Okay. Ring of Fire is a circle of tectonic plates that circle. Yes, you're right. It is, and they built it to fix it. It was actually shifted. You can see the shift. But the Ring of Fire
That's crazy.
circles Japan, the United States. It's really active down near Chile. That whole area is where volcanoes are. Illinois something.
Illinois, Indiana, Southern.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, so you need, even if you aren't prone to earthquakes, I recommend you at least have a go bag. And a go bag is put some cash in it, put some canned foods in it, like beans, something that's not, some tuna fish, just so
Water.
But important, always have some cash in somewhere you can get to it, because ATMs will be down, and ATMs will go down, cell phones will go down. Get a radio that you can listen to. If you have a car, then you use your car. Get a can opener.
Yeah, can opener is a good one.
Or get the food that you can just rip open. But don't put tuna fish. Don't put salmon in your go bag and wonder why it stinks. You'd be surprised. I'm not lying to you.
I'm laughing because I feel like I could picture that happening.
We have a go bag and a go truck fuel for 3,000 miles.
Nice.
Yeah, and we have low bills. People won't have. Also if you can get a generator of some sort, have
flashlight. Yep.
Yep. Rico's been hit. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Puerto Rico's a good
Puerto
example.
Rico, it's crazy, and they had the hurricane the year before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel my heart goes out to Puerto Rico.
Well, walking. I have a joke against law. Now I don't know about if you guys. Some people are anti-gun. Some people are pro-gun. I actually like guns. I'm not a gun nut guy, but I think that in the apocalypse, who's going to win? The guy with the water or the guy with the gun?
Water.
Yeah, water. WOOTER.
Okay.
Everybody knows how you spell it.
Water.
Water. WOOTER.
Water.
Regards from Kuwait.
Oh, hi,
Hey,
Kuwait.
You be safe out there with all this friction between two countries. And hey, send me some
water.
Hey, Alan, I took my kids to Philly, and we went to the Wawa, and the lady said, "Do you want some water?" And my daughter goes, "Oh my God."
She talks just like
you guys all talk like that. Pro-gun and pro-background check. Yes.
Background checks are very important, yes.
I don't want somebody with a nut walking around with a gun. I have more than 60 guns all over the USA in
buried holes. Wow.
Well, if some guns won't work if they've been in dirt for too long.
Check those holes.
You don't want that thing to jam on you. You need to fire 3 rounds and you only get to put off 1. You're gonna have a problem. Because you can't run to the store and reload. And when the zombies come to eat your brain.
Oh my gosh, zombies.
All right.
All you have to do is just say water.
Water.
And they'll vanish.
Water. They are sealed. Okay. Well, tell me where they are so I can start digging some holes. I need some new ones. I need a new gun. Somebody, I got a shirt that says "Zombies are a hoax." Yeah, well, who cares? But I gotta have something. I can't go around and say.
If you guys haven't noticed already, this guy has quite an imagination.
I love him.
He is very. He's got.
Here's what I want to
huge
do in my rear
imagination.
career, but no one ever will hire
Your
me.
rear career?
Real.
Okay, real.
I've always wanted to write comedy.
Buy one every month, right?
Well, in Arizona, you can buy one every 5 minutes because if you have a permit, you don't need there's no 10-day waiting period in Arizona. You don't have to wait 10 days for somebody to go, Mr. Roberts, you can come pick your gun. I might do stand-up again, but I'd rather write comedy because my brain works in a different kind of way.
Pat said zombies they'll just keep walking.
But zombies might be a hoax, but overreacting government is real. Okay, see, now you're trying to get me in politics. You're not going to get me on the public record saying anything because it'll come back 30 years from now and there'll be some hashtag.
30 years from now or tomorrow.
I'll win president of the United States and then somebody will say, oh, you remember 30 years ago you said this? And I'm like...
I keep trying to get him to do stand-up comedy again.
Here's why I don't do a lot of stand-up comedy, because my comedy is...
I'm tripping you.
Is what?
That's funny. If zombies chase us, I'm tripping you.
You know, the first one to run is the last one. You know, you just got to be not the last one to run. That's all. If you're the slowest one, you're the one that's getting eaten. You know, but I don't do a lot of stand-up comedy because I really have a filthy mouth. And when you do news and you try to do comedy, and if you say something that's going to offend somebody, they're going to come after you with hashtags about how, you got to be fast, just faster than you, about how you this or you that. And so it makes it hard for me to do both. I would love to be able to go full time and just do stand-up comedy, but I have to feed my family. You know, you got to pay them bills. And I love doing stand-up comedy.
Comedy is a hard living, though.
It's a hard living, and I've done it. I mean, come on. I performed at the...
Oh, Rita's Water Ice.
Oh, I love Rita's Water Ice.
Yeah.
Oh, did they respond?
My wife used to travel for work. She told me about a place called Rita's Water Ice.
Yes, we have them.
We have one in Tempe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them. I love cherry water ice. Don't try to mail me one because it'll melt. We have them out in Tempe. Do not try to send me any in the mail because that'll be nasty.
I don't even think it would make it.
It
would just be a cup.
Yeah. I used to get them on Germantown Avenue. He's a stand-up comedian because he makes jokes while standing up and getting paid for it. So, if you notice, now my stories, my segments, when I'm talking, that's me. That's my personality you're seeing. I'm not making it up just to try to be for camera. That's just me. That's how I think. But I'm not passing my judgment on to you. What I'm trying to do is make you understand the seriousness of what's going on with comedy. But I would prefer to be able to do a stand-up comedy, and I don't know if I want to travel the world anymore. Well,
you want to travel the world. You don't know if you want to do it doing comedy.
Well, if it paid well, and I had like a big bus, and I can sit there and take a nap, you know, and I would probably do it. But I would rather do sitcom. I'd like to write comedy for a sitcom. He says what he thinks out loud. So yeah. Well, I actually did try to be a politician, but I was called a carpetbagger because I was trying to do the right thing. And here is a thing that happened to me once when I tried to run for city council. I ran on a certain platform that I thought was important, and everyone else ran on a different platform. And I stayed with my platform. And then one of the guys who realized that my platform was working decided to switch platforms and go and follow my platform. But because he'd been in the city longer than me, he took it and ran with it like it was his idea. And
the same thing happened with you with We Ate There.
I've had issues where I've created things over the years that for some reason other people will, and I've learned to keep my mouth shut sometimes because I have a tendency to just, chit chat about it.
He has a lot of ideas, and some people have taken.
People have taken the ideas and run away with them. And I always make a joke to my agent that everybody's making money but me.
He's very creative, if you haven't been able to tell through his pieces already.
I like creating things. I've been that way my whole life. I've been a creator. In my mind, I'm constantly thinking, my brain is going 1,000 miles a second trying to figure out, okay, how can I make this? I woke up this morning with some ideas. I go, oh, I got a great idea. How can we make some money? We're not going to talk about it because someone else, you should have a port television. We do have one in Arizona. It's out near Scottsdale. And it's very good. I think it's big with Chicago people and they just opened up a White Castle.
Oh yeah, it's right near the White Castle. That's right, yeah.
So it's near the White Castle. Portos would be nice if they had it in Arizona.
Oh my gosh, Portos is so good. It's in Burbank and is it Glendale? No, not Glendale. I think it's somewhere in Orange County.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, well, thanks. Well, Paul, if you could, Pat, I'm really, I'm looking for alternatives at some point. I can't run around with a camera forever. I need to probably start thinking about options. I don't want to be that, 75-year-old reporter trying to remember what I just did 5 minutes ago.
You have pretty good memory. I think you'd be good at 75.
But I want to, my dream, and I'll give you an idea of my dreams. You can, any dream you want. I dreamt once that I wanted to work on cops. When I lived in I was like, oh, I want to do that so bad. And then I got a chance to work on cops. I worked on LAP, the TV series. I shot video of OJ during the pursuit. I was in the Menendez trial. I covered the earthquakes, the fires. I got an Emmy nomination for the North Hollywood shootout. Yes, that was involved in that one. I was, as a matter of fact, one of the only journalists inside the firing line and listed on the crime scene log. I've done more stuff than you can shake a stick at. I just don't talk about it because I'm used to working with big name acts. Yeah, well, Pat, I'm not a big name act, so, we can, but if you can make me a big name act, I'd work with you. I think he's trying to say that he can get me somebody because he works for big name acts. Am I right? Is that what you're trying to tell me? John B., wow. Oh, thank you.
That's sweet.
You always work with police and...
You think about joining them?
No, you know what? Honestly, my family is deep in law enforcement. I have two sides to my family. So if there were a line right here...
Oh, no, I think I know what you're going to say.
This line over here would be the criminal aspect. And this line right here would be...
Law enforcement.
Law enforcement. So, and to give you an idea how deep my family is, my uncle who brought me to Monterey was a Monterey County Sheriff, Sergeant. My uncle was the first black chief of police for Trenton, New Jersey. His son was an officer who was killed in a car crash. My nephew is a cop in Georgia. But then I have other brothers who were motorcycle gang members, who were convicted killers, who were heroin junkies, who were still now, some of them are just got sentenced to 5 years for gun possessions and things like that. And so there is that. I mean, I have both, but law enforcement is part. So if I'm disrespectful to law enforcement, I'm disrespectful to my family because I have two, and I'm not allowed to talk about it too much, but I'll be brief. I have a cousin and a nephew that are generals are colonels, full bird colonels in the military. And I won't say which military, but they are. And they tell me, whatever you do, don't talk about politics because the president is my boss. And if they trace it back to whatever I say, then it causes them problems. And police officer. Yeah, I thought about being a POA,
What's a PAO?
Police, like a PIO. I thought about being a PIO, but I like to write, but my grammar isn't always the best in the world. So,
she always tries to get me to be one. I'm like...
Yeah, so I get her to go back and look at my stuff to make sure, because
I love grammar.
I tend to, like, when I tweet, I'm tweeting really fast. and then all of a sudden I push send, and she'll go back and
And I go back and read it, and I'm like, oh my God. And you can't delete on Twitter. You can't edit it, you have to delete it. So I'm like, oh man, you misspelled this, and your hashtag is this, and you need a period here, and you should have put a comma there. And he's like, oh my God. So now he just gives me his phone before he tweets it out, and then I read it.
So I have a daughter in Spain who wants me to send her stuff before I tweet it. But some people say I tweet a lot.
He does tweet a lot. That's why he's the millennial.
But
he's on social media a lot.
No, but you have to understand, the reason why I tweet a lot is because my brain, when it comes to my brain, I want to get it out before it goes away. Right?
Yeah.
So now I've learned to use drafts. So what I do is now, do you tweet more than? No, I don't tweet. Nobody tweets more.
I don't know if anybody tweets more than our president. He's the most, I feel, and maybe it's because I'm not super active on social media, but I feel like he's the most active. He's the president that's been the most active on social media.
But you know what he doesn't do,
But then again, social media is like big now compared to our past presidents.
You know what he doesn't do?
Does he do radio interviews?
Does he do the radio stuff? Because I've never heard. Usually in the morning, like Meet the Press, they say president's radio. Does he do that? Because I may be missing it. If he does, I don't want to be misinformed. Does he do radio? I'm thinking he doesn't because he doesn't get the view. He doesn't read it twice before you. Yeah, I read it twice. I still miss words. He reads it twice.
He still misses it. So I've got to be his like second set of eyes.
And
Pat says only on Fox.
Okay, all right. Well, I just don't see it. So I do read I've read words over and over again. I can't find anything wrong with it, and then I'll tweet it, and then right after I tweet, I go, how did I miss that?
That's a good reason why people should have like a third set of eyes. Like that's what we do in news. It's like, I'll write a bunch of scripts and stuff, and like I still need someone to look over my work because I've read it so many times and I've looked at the information for so long, I might miss something. So then my EP and assistant news director, they look over the information too.
Watching Fox would fry your brain.
Wait, let's see.
That's all right.
Stanley, do you think a big crisis is coming to California? I'm planning on moving to Henderson, Nevada. What do you mean by crisis?
Well, I think they mean because California is due for a meltdown. It's going to be not a meltdown, but California. Some people believe. I really can't say, but
you okay? Here, water.
Some people believe that California is overregulated, and that there's also going to be a housing boom because right now we looked at houses in San Diego, and a 3-bedroom house is $1.6 million.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money for a 3-bedroom house with, anyway.
Not looking to like move here or anything, but just out of curiosity. Just out of curiosity.
So there may be a correction in the real estate market in the next, maybe, I don't know, but California's been resilient. But remember, the housing crisis is, yes.
Yeah.
Remember though, when California sneezes, the rest of the country catches a cold. So keep an eye on, and yes, and I knew him when he first ran for mayor of San Francisco. I spoke to him and I said, Gavin, and yes, I called him Gavin because we know each other personally. I said, if you run and if I help you win, will you give me a seat? And then I decided not to ask him because I really didn't want to get into that whole political thing. I mean, he's made it as a governor. But personally, and I'm just going to say this real quick, he's changed from the minute he started to now he is now. He's not the same person he was, and everybody changes. Now, the question is, did he change for better or for worse? That's a decision that you have to decide. I'm not going to comment on it because, he'll call me up tomorrow and say, what were you talking about? So, and I talked to him, and we were in Palm Springs, we talked for a few minutes. So... yeah, and they're sitting empty in there because it's too damn expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. A friend of mine just said that, well, actually your friend, was wondering what his salary would be to be a documentary in New York. And they were thinking $80,000. I'm thinking, you can't go to New York City with $80,000.
Yeah, cost of living's too high.
Yeah. Anyway, so it looks like we're almost going for an hour. So here's the deal. We'll take 3 questions and then we're done. So, because we got to go. We got to go and cause havoc and
our last night in SD, we gotta go
turn up.
Do something. I don't know about turn up, but Millennial wants to turn up. Maybe we'll turn up.
Oh, remember that place downstairs, the Redneck Bar? They got a place here called
Is it called the Redneck?
They got the trailer park.
Oh. It's called the trailer park.
Okay, hold it. 3 questions came back to back.
Okay.
So
what
the
kind
first
of
question was.
What? Wait.
Hold on. She's gonna read the first question.
What kind of?
Hold your questions off until we answer the first one.
What kind of school do you go to learn how to greet people?
That's something your mom should teach you.
Oh, I thought it was a joke.
What?
I thought that was a joke. What kind of school do you go to?
School of Hard Knocks. Next question.
What's your first drink?
My first drink ever was
Alcoholic drink?
Iced tea. Long Island iced tea was my first drink ever.
Ew, it was? That's
Yeah.
disgusting. My first one was a shot of...
Oh, wait. No.
My
Old
first one
English,
was
800.
Mine was a shot of Hennessy.
My favorite drink is Remy Martin.
What's your first drink? Will you answer a calculus question if it is asked?
Okay, go ahead and I'll see.
No, because I don't know calculus. Because I haven't taken calculus for like 25
The answer
years.
for calculus is always 0.
When are you going back to AG?
AZ maybe,
Oh,
Arizona.
AZ tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
High school.
I went to high school at Camden High School.
Oh, wait, he asked. Oh, wait, what? I'm so confused.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Hopefully, I don't know.
Are you going to do this
I only
every
think 5 minutes.
Sunday?
I only think 5 minutes in advance. I don't think 5 years in
We're
advance.
trying to do it every Sunday. We did a little bit yesterday,
Oh, wait,
too,
the
just
integral-
to say hello.
The integral part of X. Well, you have to determine what X is first. And then, so what is X? We need to know what X is. I just can't take X and I need to know what X is.
Oh, my gosh. I hate calculus.
You know?
I don't like calculus.
All right.
That was like one of my non-favorite subjects in high school.
Why?
Which was like 25 years ago.
Oh, okay. X is a variable. You're right. I'm not doing your homework for you,
He's asking
Gabriel.
me to do his homework. I love it.
Oh, Alan's gonna rat you out. Nope, not doing your homework. You gotta do it yourself. Is your
woman
Polynesian? Can you Polynesian? Wait, where's that thing from TikTok?
Can I Polynesian?
No, are you Polynesian?
I am not Polynesian.
No, she's not Polynesian. But I tell you this one, she's from one of the.
But my mom is from.
Let them guess.
What were you gonna say?
Never mind. And drive safe, guys. Love you. Thanks, Felix.
Thank you.
I guess you're about to get off. Enjoy your night. Go out there and have fun. Have a great night. Travel safe.
Thank you.
She's from the Philippines.
My mom's from the Philippines. Yes.
Yes. Put
your calculus away.
All right. Good night, everybody. We appreciate it.
I was testing your knowledge of calculus. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong screen. I was looking away the whole time.
You guys rock. Keep up the good work. Italian beef. Enjoy it. Hey, I want a good hoagie. What national news source do you watch? I actually don't watch a lot of news.
I watch them all because I do it for work.
If I were to pick a national news, I would say BBC.
Yeah, I like BBC.
I like news that is just, I don't know. See, I might still get me in trouble.
Look like you're Tongan or Samoan, that's why. Oh, you know what's funny is when I was in middle school, I used to play basketball, and when we would go to different schools and play, people would always ask if I was either Tongan, Samoan, or Fijian.
What?
So
Fijian?
From Fiji.
Okay.
So yeah, I've gotten that quite a bit, but no, my mom's I'm half Filipino, so that's probably where that comes from.
People
BBC.
Oh yeah, big booty chicks.
I've never even. Oh my gosh, I'm so naive. First of all, Netflix and Chill and BBC never would have gotten.
I'm an island guy. I was born on the island of Philadelphia, and then I migrated to the island of Camden.
Really? Okay, we're gonna go out now.
We're gonna go out like a bang.
No, not that one, Stanley.
Good
oh, so
night.
your mind went to the gutter.
Oh wait, no, he said BBC.
No,
And BBC Big Beautiful Chicks or something, isn't it?
I don't know what BBC.
Big Black-
I thought BB stand for British Broadcast. Okay, well, I don't know what you're thinking, but I was just thinking of the TV.
One final note. You notice that the royal family is having a big Oh, if you pay attention to that whole thing,
I love Prince Harry and Meghan Markle.
they let her in there, and they just the British people lost their minds.
You mean the British media?
Media and everybody. That's crazy. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can see a breakup coming.
I love Prince Harry. One of my favorites.
The whole thing is crazy. It's bananas.
The Queen is not
The Queen.
amused.
Oh, she's not amused at all.
Yeah, we know.
Without getting too far into this whole thing, but I think you're them a BBW, big beautiful women.
Oh,
Big black. I don't know. Whatever BBW is. I know it means something like that.
I have no idea. I didn't know what Netflix and chill was since until this morning, so I wouldn't know.
She's a boomer.
And he's a millennial.
And welcome to Millennial Boom. And we're going to call it a night.
All right, good night, guys. We're going to go explore SD.
Oh, that's a
San Diego.
Oh, okay. Why you abbreviate it?
We're going to go explore Dago.
Oh, no, you don't. That's like calling somebody Frisco. No.
Okay, San Diego. We're going to go explore San Diego. Have a good night, guys. Be safe, whatever you do, if you go out or if you're staying in.
Remember to drink your solids.
They don't know that yet.
Oh. Her mom says that.
Bye.
Bye, Alan. Don't forget, I gave you the address. Scrabble. Bye. Bye.
Oh my God. Bye.
Bye. Was you right? Yep.
Yeah.